Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so funny thing happened yesterday. So yesterday I gave a 15 minutes live video to myself because as it turned out, I was actually broadcasting on my other YouTube channel. So when I was gonna send out the live replay, I was thinking, what's going on? Where is my like my live video, right? And it turned out that it was on the other channel. So I had to pretty much download the video and then upload it to my other channel. Yeah, so sorry about that. For those who actually showed up here on this channel and you guys were waiting for me to come on, it's because I was on a different channel giving a live presentation to myself. Okay, all right. So let's see who's here. Hi, Majority. Thank you so much for joining. And so today, so the reason why I came on a little bit late is because like I was checking, like I had to double check, triple check to make sure that I was actually broadcasting on the right channel. Yeah. Okay. So for those that are watching for the very first time, or even those that are going to be watching the replay, hi, welcome. And just a quick intro. My name is Adiola, and I help naturalistas with type 4 hair, especially type 4C hair, to better manage their hair through moisture retention and hair growth tips. All right, so for the month of March, and I started doing this last year. So the month of March, I dedicated it to the moisture month, whereby every single day, so throughout 30 days actually, I share one moisture retention tip every single day. And in the past 5 days, so since Saturday, I've been coming on live on this channel every single day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, sharing moisture retention tips. And the reason why I share so many moisture retention tips is because, having fussy hair, sometimes, like it doesn't matter how many things you do to it, it will still stay dry. So sometimes, we need to be proactive, even if that means coming up with new techniques, coming up with new ways, right? So that we can better manage our hair. All right. So for those watching live, even those watching the replay, we can just tap on the heart button so I know you're watching and you're engaged, and you can also let me know who you are and where you are watching me from. Okay, so I think this is a little bit too close. Okay, so as usual, just a um, quick message that I have. So today's live video, actually this week's live video is brought to you by my Coils and Glory Apparel line. So today I'm wearing the Pray and Slay t-shirt. It's available on the Etsy t-shirt shop, and I usually leave the link to the t-shirt store at the end, below the video at the end of my live video. So I'm just gonna do a quick show of what this t-shirt looks like, right? So it looks something like this, right? So I pray and slay with the Afro pop girl with like sunshades on. Okay, so let's get right into today's session here. Look at me fixing my camera. Okay, autofocus, autofocus, autofocus. Hmm, perfect. All right. Okay. Thank you for the like. Okay. So I'm trying to block out like my kitchen background. Anyway, so today is part three out of the four-part series, whereby so since Monday, so it's Wednesday now. Monday, I come on every night and I share 5 moisture retention tips, meaning that I've already shared 10 moisture retention tips and I have 10 more to go, right? So today I'm going to be sharing 5 more moisture retention tips. All right, so if you guys have any question regarding the previous live sessions or even any of the emails that I've sent so far, just type it, in the comment section below, or I guess on the side, depending on where you are watching this from, on your cell phone or on your computer. Okay, so let me just quickly go to my notes here so that I cover everything. Okay, so as usual, I'm just gonna list all 5 tips, and then I'll go back and then I'll dive into each in more detail. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. So let's see. Oh, maybe I should use my mouse. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So all right. So tip number one for today's 5 tips that I'm going to be sharing today. So oops. So the first tip, right? So today, remember, I'm sharing five more tips, right? So the first tip will be to use conditioners, and you want to make sure that you concentrate the conditioners on the tip of your hair. So right now I'm wearing extensions, so this doesn't apply, but you want to concentrate the conditioner on your ends. And the next tip will be to eat healthy food, right? Eat healthy food, eat healthy fat. So I actually have a blog post where I recommended top 10 top 10 foods you can start eating to grow healthy long hair, right? And for our hair, you want to eat healthy fat. So avocados, salmon, olive oil are examples of healthy fats, right? And so this way it'll make sure that I have sebum. So yesterday when I talked about, when I shared five more hair tips, I talked about the fact that our scalp, as Black women, our scalp often doesn't produce enough sebum, right? So to make sure that your scalp produces enough sebum so that the hair that goes out of your scalp will not come out parched and dry, you should incorporate healthy fat. So by that I mean olive oil, salmon, avocado, and walnut, and a few other healthy fats, right? So that your scalp can produce enough sebum. Okay, so the next step I'm going to be diving more in detail in will be to avoid crash diet. So again, in that particular blog post, I'm going to share that blog post. In that particular blog post, I talked about the fact that sometimes if you are on a strict diet, that might affect the health of your hair and the quality of hair that goes out of your scalp, right? So you want to make sure as much as possible to avoid crash diets, right? All right, so the first tip I'm going to be sharing today will be to use heat protectants, right? Especially if you're going to be blow drying your hair, using hot tools, flat iron, hot plates, whatnot, right? All right. So the fifth tip I'm going to be sharing um well, actually this actually goes in contrast, right? But right, so if you have an option, right, try and stay away from hot appliances, right? Like heat appliances, right? So by that I mean like here, hot plates, flat irons, if you can, right? Blow dryers are okay as long as you put the heat on low or cool, right? All right, so let me quickly dive into each in more detail. As you guys can see, like the live videos are actually very short because what I do is I just get straight to the point so that you guys can go and enjoy the rest of your evening and spring, guys, because right now it is warming up outside. Okay, so let me dive into each tip in more detail. Okay, and so before I do that, I just wanted to quickly share that. Remember Friday? Yeah. So let's see. I'm just checking my dates here. Yeah. So all right. So the 30 days, what you call it, 30 days moisture retention challenge. So a quick announcement here. So tomorrow will be part four out of the four-part series of this, five and four. So 5 tips per day for 4 days. So on Friday, March 29, yeah, on Friday, March 29, I'm gonna be taking a break because I need to go and prepare for our webinar because on Saturday, March 30th, uh, um, I'm gonna be putting on a webinar. So webinar, it's more structured. It's about an hour long, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes less, depending on uh, depending on the amount of content I have to cover, and also depending on how big and large the group is, right? So on Saturday, March 30th, which is gonna be the last day of the challenge, I'm gonna be ending it off with a webinar. So I'm gonna be sending out the details to the webinar, either tonight or tomorrow, right? So this daily live session will end tomorrow, March 29th, when I would finish up the 4-part series, and then on Friday I'm gonna take a break so I can go work on the webinar for Saturday. So it'll be on Saturday at so I haven't really chosen the time yet. I'll probably choose something in the daytime so we can all go out and enjoy our day. So yeah, but you guys let me know what works best for you. It's daytime on Saturday or evening on Saturday. Actually, you know what? I'll probably put it on daytime on Saturday about 12, so that we have the rest of the day to catch up on life, right? But yeah, it'll probably be like at 12 p.m. Eastern time, so around lunchtime, right, on Saturday, right? And then the replay will be available for those who missed it. And also that way, because I have a lot of readers and viewers in other parts, right? So in Europe, in Nigeria, and other places. So at least that way they can have some time to also come and join us live. Okay, so let's go back to today's five hair tip. Where is my slide here? All right, so the first tip, right, will be to use conditioners, right? So 2 days ago, I leave yesterday. So you guys are gonna notice that I keep talking about conditioners, right? Moisturizing conditioners. Now there are so many, right? And I do have a link to the blog post in a previous video, I believe, right? So you want to make sure that whenever you put conditioners in your hair, it could be deep conditioning treatment, it could be a moisturizer, leave-in conditioner, whatever conditioner you put in your hair, you always want to make sure that you put enough conditioners on the ends of your hair first, right? Because remember yesterday when I talked about split ends, right? And I also talked about damaged ends, right? So you always want to make sure that the ends of your hair is healthy, because sometimes our hair, the old hair shaft might feel good, but if the ends are so rough and just not healthy, it'll make it seem like your entire hair, right, is not healthy, right? So you want to make sure that the conditioners, you put enough conditioners on your ends and then gradually work your way up, right, towards your roots. All right. So the next tip, which I believe I covered this already, will be to eat enough healthy fats, right? Notice I said healthy, not just any fats, not just junk fats, healthy fats. Healthy fats, you can get healthy fats from salmon, walnuts, avocados, right? Avocados are packed with healthy fats. And healthy fats, what they do is, especially in these food items, in walnuts, in salmon, they provide our scalp, well, they allow our scalp to produce enough sebum, right? So sebum are like, the grease on your scalp, right? And that's what helps to keep our hair moisturized, especially for type 4 hair, because our hair, it's so curly that sometimes the hair doesn't even get all this extra, moisture, right? So that's why for us as naturalistas, we often have to, add oil to our hair because our scalp isn't producing enough, right? All right, so the next tip number 3 will be to avoid crash diets, right? So I know it's the springtime, we all want to lose weight and look good for our bikini and stuff, right? But at the same time, you want to make sure that your health, like your body, is getting enough nutrients and your body is healthy. Because if your body isn't getting the proper nutrients, what's going to happen is that your hair, right? Your hair factory isn't going to get all the nutrient it needs, right? Because your hair really isn't an essential organ, right? Meaning your body can survive without any hair, right? But your other parts of your body, so your lungs, sides, pretty much every other part you need to be able to survive will get the little nutrients that you're giving your body, right? So you always want to make sure that you are eating enough healthy and balanced diet, right? Okay, so tip number four will be to use a silicone, yeah, silicone-based heat protectant. So whenever you use heat in your hair, right? So whenever you blow dry your hair or you use flat iron or whatnot, you always want to make sure that you use a silicone-based heat protectant. Now I know there are so many blog posts out there, so many hair tips that says to avoid silicones, but if you are going to be using heat in your hair, you need silicone, because silicone, what it does is that it provides that film, right? Film protection on your hair, so that your hair will not get fried and toasted and damaged when you put heat in your hair, right? So make sure to always apply some sort of a silicone based heat protectant. All right. So the last tip for today that I'm going to be sharing will be to actually to avoid heat appliances whenever you can, right? Because heat appliances, depending on the temperature as well, if it's too hot, right? If it's too hot, what it does is that it'll zap out moisture from your hair, right? And so instead of using heat in your hair, you could air dry, right? So whenever when you twist your hair, twist it overnight so your hair has enough time to dry. Or if you want to style your hair, right? Then what you can do again will be to, or if you need to stretch out your hair, I mean, right? So what you can do is, I mean, there are so many ways to stretch out your hair without using heat, right? You could do African threading, you can do bunning, cornrows, plaits. There are so many ways to stretch out your hair without using heat. And if you must use heat, you just make sure, to reduce the temperature and use a heat protectant. By heat protectant, I mean a silicone-based heat protectant. All right, so I believe that's pretty much it for today's 5 tips that I wanted to cover. So again, so tomorrow will be the last session for the 4-part series, and then on Friday I take a break because on Saturday at 12 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be having that webinar. So details about that webinar will go out tonight actually when I share the replay to this video, so you guys can mark the dates on your calendar. All right, so if you guys don't have any question, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. And the webinar on Saturday, yeah, the webinar on Saturday would also take place on here as well. It's just going to be a little bit of a different structure. And I still haven't forgotten, moisture retention blueprints would also be opening up for enrollment. So it's supposed to be on Friday, but I think it makes sense to just open it up on Saturday instead. All right, guys. So take care and thank you so much for joining me, Majori. So I'll see you guys same place, same time tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button. Also click on the bell so that you can be notified when I go live. Because even I get a notification when I go live, which is kind of funny. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys same place, same time tomorrow. And if you have any question, if you're gonna be watching the replay, just leave your question in the comment section below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.